is our group answering question 1 of our evaluation. In what ways does your media product use, develop or challenge forms and conventions of real media products?
We have tried to follow the typical form and structure of opening sequences in our own work. Generically, an opening sequence is the setting, protagonists and genre of the film are introduced. Furthermore, a backstory may be presented, but we didn't follow the backstory form in Geek vs Chic. Also, it is necessary for opening sequences to include titles, therefore we made this a priority during the editing process. Sound is an important factor within an opening sequence to set a mood/atmosphere for the rest of the film. Non-didactic music can be really important to show the audience what the genre of the film is.
Many coming-of-age opening sequences include a montage edit, which we successfully achieved in Geek vs Chic. We have used conventional features, for example the location, iconography, costume, sound and mise-en-scène, so that our opening sequence successfully presents the correct stereotypes and conventions of a coming-of-age film.
We chose to set our opening sequence in a generic high school location, which you would typically see in a coming-of-age film. We clearly present the age of the protagonist through the choice of location. In Geek vs Chic, we had used 2 locations, one being a high school and the other being an upmarket shopping centre. This connotes the 2 different personality types of the protagonists.
For sound, we spent time searching for a royalty-free upbeat pop song which would perfectly fit with our montage edit. We eventually found a song called Me and My Army that included lyrics which suited the narrative of a socialite and her friends being stereotypical mean girls. Moreover, we included didactic sounds such as a school bell and general school background noise to further present the school location.
For our titles, we decided to use the colours pink and blue to show typical gender stereotypes. We referred back to our titles research to make sure we included all of the film crew that would be involved in the making of a film, such as editor, director, producers, makeup artist and many more. This is a typical convention of an opening sequence.
In our opening sequence, we portrayed a female protagonist, which is stereotypical for coming-of-age films. We followed the conventions of a coming-of-age film when thinking and deciding on characters to include. We made sure we stuck to stereotypes when presenting the characters. For example, Actor 1 was a popular girly girl that was confident, social and cared about her appearance. We contrasted this by having a girl that was shy, unsocial and cared more about her work than what she looked like.
We followed narrative conventions for a coming-of-age film. For example, in many coming-of-age films there seems to be a popular socialite and a down-to-earth geek. However, in many coming-of-age films there is a narrative following a love story of a girl and a boy, and this is something we didn't include. Therefore, we challenged this typical convention by not including a male protagonist. Instead, we immediately implied that there was 2 different character types in our opening sequence, the geek and the chic.
We considered camera work and angles within our opening sequence and used different angles to connote character types. For example, we used a high-angle shot of Actor 2, the geeky girl, to present that she is looked down upon by her peers and doesn't have an exciting personality. We also showed close-up shots of the girly girl to show how in love she is with herself and her appearance.
In iMovie, we edited all of our footage together to create our opening sequence. We used the technique of montage editing at the start of Geek vs Chic, which is a typical editing type including in coming-of-age films. Furthermore, we watched some tutorials to learn how to create a split-screen effect. This clearly shows the audience how different the 2 protagonists are, as their differences can be seen side by side.
Coming-of-age films include bright colours and fashionable modern clothing. Therefore, we stuck to this convention in our opening sequence as we decided to show Act 1 in fashionable clothing and wearing sunglasses and jewellery, whereas Actor 2 was wearing reading glasses and boring clothing. The girly girl wears lipstick, has her nails done and big hair, which are all very feminine and have positive girly connotations.
In Geek vs Chic, we have used the typical iconography that is generally used in coming-of-age films. For example, mobile phones are present, which connotes the modern era of our opening sequence and the popularity this modern device has with teenagers. Furthermore, our group has used shopping bags during the montage edit, which connotes the character's love for shopping. To contrast this, The Geeky Girl carries a book which can connote the character's love for reading and learning. We have clearly been very stereotypical with our iconography choices.
Overall, we all believe we have followed the generic conventions of a typical coming-of-age film very successfully, as well as trying to challenge and develop conventions in some parts. That's it. That's the ending.